Hey boys and girls, it's Mrs. Murphy, and I'm here to help you learn some new comparison words. So far, we've learned about 2 comparison words. The first word that we've learned about is the word greater. What does it mean if one group is greater than another? If you said that it means it's bigger, you're right. Give yourself a kiss to the brain. Let's think about the other word, less. What does it mean if a group is less than another group? If you said that it means the group is smaller, you're right again. Kiss your brain again. Today, we are going to learn about 5 new words you can use to compare groups. Now, as I say the new words, I want you to show me on your thumb either, yes, I know that word, I've used it before, or no, that's a new one for me. Okay, listen carefully, see if you know some of these. Many. Do you know that one? Or not yet? Some. Yes or no? All. Yes or no? Most. And the last word is least. Good. I'm glad you knew some of those words. Today, we're going to really focus on how we can use those when we are comparing groups. So even if you recognize those words, using them in math might be a little bit new for you. So to get started, I want to show you these 3 boxes. As you can see in the boxes, there are crayons in every box. Some are red, some are yellow, and some boxes have both. First, let's talk about the word many. Can you say that word with me? Ready? Many. Let's look for the boxes that have many red crayons. Many means a lot or several. So looking at box 1, it's almost all red crayons. That one definitely has many red. Looking at box 2, it is all red crayons. That means it has many. Box 3 only has 2 red crayons. That one really doesn't have very many. That means box 1 and box 2 have many. Say the word with me again. Ready? Many. Now, let's look at the boxes again, but this time, I want you to help me find the one that has the most yellow crayons. Say the word most with me. Ready? Most. Most means it has more than any other. So I know box 1 has more yellow than box 2, but it doesn't have the greatest of all. Look, box 3 has 7 yellow. That is the most of all 3 boxes. Now that we talked about most, let's see if we can figure out which box has the least yellow. Let's look back at box 1. There's only 1 yellow there. That's not very many. Remember that word many we talked about? This one doesn't have many. But if I'm talking about the least, I'm asking which has the smallest of all. Look at box 2. There are no yellow crayons. That means it has the least. 0 is smaller than 1. So box 2 has the least. Can you say that word with me? Ready? Least. All right. Let's talk about one more thing together. What if I asked you to find the box that has all red crayons? The word all means that every single one of them needs to be red. There cannot be any other colors there. Well, box 1 has a lot of red, but look, there's still a yellow. Box 2 is the only one that has all red crayons. All right, now let's go ahead and turn to your math book. We're going to do this page together. So this is page IN 13. It should be in the back of your book because this is a lesson that is special just for Indiana. So if you need to, pause this video, get your supplies, and come back when you are ready. Let me get a little pen so I can draw on the page. All right, here we go. So go ahead and put your finger on number 2 with the apple. We're going to start there. Number 2 says this: draw a circle around the group that has all yellow stars. Go ahead and do that now. Which one has all yellow? You should have circled this first group. That is the only one that is totally full of yellow. Now it says draw a line under the group that has some yellow stars. Well, this one doesn't have any yellow, so that's not some. But this one does. Let's draw a line under this one. Now draw an X on the group that has no yellow stars. Go ahead and try it. You should have said this middle group. There are no yellow stars there, only blue. All right, let's move on to number 3 with the fish. It says, draw a circle around the group that has the most red counters. You're going to need to count the counters in every box and figure out which one has more than any other group. Go ahead and do that now. All right, you should have circled this one in the middle here. This group has 6. That's more than 2 over here, and it's more than 4 over here. Next, it says, draw an X on the group that has the least red counters. That means the smallest of all. Go ahead and do it. You should have marked an X on this first one. 2 is smaller than 6. 2 is also smaller than 4. Let's move on to the very last question, number 4 with the heart. It says, draw a circle around the tank that has more fish than 3. So to figure this out, you're going to need to count the fish in tank 3 and figure out which one has more. Go ahead and try that now. Well, tank number 3 has 4 fish. 2 is not more than 4, but 6 is. You should have circled tank number 1. The last thing you need to do is draw an X on the tank that has less fish than tank 3. Go ahead. You should have drawn an X on tank number 2. 2 is less than 4. All right. Let me get my mouse back. All right. Now, go ahead and turn your page over to, oops. Oh no. There we go. Page IN14. This is your homework. You're going to do it all by yourself. I'm going to give you 2 options. You can either listen to me reading the directions to you, or if your parents want to read it to you, that's fine too. So if you want, you can stay on the video and listen to the directions. After each direction, you'll need to pause the video so that you can answer your questions. So start with question number 5 with the hand. It says, Joe's box has the most baseballs. Draw a circle around Joe's box. Pause the video until you can do that. Then it says, Matt's box has the least baseballs. Draw an X on Matt's box. Pause the video, press play when you're ready for the next question. Number 6 with the cup. says this: Lizzie has a box of crayons. Lane has less crayons in her box. Draw an X on Lane's box. So this one right here is Lizzie's box. You need to figure out which one of these has less, and then draw an X on it. Violet has more crayons in her box. Draw a circle around Violet's. So again, this is Lizzie's box. Which one has more? Circle it. All right, last question, number 7. You're going to be drawing lines from the person to the box that matches their story. Let's start with Emily. That's this girl right here. Emily's group has 1 blue cube. Draw a line to the box with 1 blue cube. Carlos is this boy at the bottom. He has some blue cubes. Draw a line to the box with some blue cubes. Daniel is the boy at the top, and he has no blue cubes. Draw a line to the box with no blue cubes. When you're done, take a picture of your assignment and submit it to Seesaw. Have a great rest of your day.